Yes.
Okay. Her level of patience is unbelievable, as everybody has rightly said, and our group is like a family. So many things, if we ask her so many questions that come up, she's really very patient in answering all of them. The awesome part we did was the oracle cards that we made. She taught us to make oracle cards, so people who didn't have cards or hadn't bought angel cards, we made oracle cards, and it was guided so beautifully by her, and we came up with such amazing kind of messages for all of us, and we shared it amongst ourselves. It was really wonderful, and I would like to tell everybody about the meditations that Siddhii does. They are out of this world. She takes you deeply into a meditative state, and her way of doing it is really, you have to experience it to I insist that each of you should experience the meditations that she does. They're extremely powerful, very, very powerful. I mean, I can't put it into words. We also have attunements done, which is also really, truly powerful. Also, we had a past life kind of we
Records,
journeyed
yeah.
into a past life. It was I had a very, very beautiful experience. Most of us went through kind of a deep meditative state, all of us in fact, but I had a lovely experience, and all thanks to her. All thanks to her. And she's people just go teach something, you have you just learn because you are interested, but with her, with Siddhii, she goes over and above, and the hand holding that she does is amazing. So please go in for her workshop. It's awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Radhika. It's so good to see you, and what a delightful feedback you've given for Siddhii. And you know what, you brought up something very interesting. So I'm really, really thankful for that. You mentioned the fact that whichever ones of you did not have the cards, maybe couldn't order it or it couldn't reach you with the lockdown and everything. You actually made your own cards, and Siddhii was guiding all of you through it. So fantastic, because all this time I was thinking, making of oracle cards, what could that possibly be? You already have your deck, and there it is, the answers right there. Fantastic. The questions in the group, so Radhika, I'm going to ask you.
Before you continue, sorry, please. You were asking Radhika something, right?
Yeah, I was asking Radhika if you actually made your own cards or you already had a deck.
No, I didn't have a deck at that time, so I made my own. So she was guiding, and as I said, then all our messages that we received while making those oracle cards, we shared it amongst ourselves. So all of us had a bigger deck, kind of bigger set of messages.
Yes. So what happens in that is, I'd like to add a few things, is it is going beyond the set of cards that you have with you. These are set messages that you have. But you yourself are a channel. You can receive your own messages when you're connected. This is about building your own oracle in a structured way, in a format that is comfortable, that is nice. And you build your connect with your angels in such a beautiful way that you start receiving messages for someone who you're doing your reading, for your loved one. Maybe you just want guidance coming through week on week for yourself, or month on month for yourself. So these methods will help you even when you don't have your own cards.
Because Radhika has made her own, Siddhii, obviously the question to you, but since she has made her own, were there any constraints that you might have felt, maybe with the materials used or sourcing those or anything?
No, we just used a glass bowl or a glass jar, and we used sheets of paper, colored paper. That's all. And you could get as creative as you want with writing it in colored pen. So it was extremely simple. The simplicity of it was the most beautiful part.
These are the messages we've collected the other day.
Oh, lovely. Somebody was asking, was it you, Bhavna? But can we see the cards, Radhika? There, Siddhi's shown it. That's what you're. How beautiful! Because for a minute, no, I was wondering. I said, I'm not good at drawing. Do I have to like make a figure and this thing, and then we'll have to color it and paint it? This is not my. How I'm like thinking in my head, and look at that solution there immediately.
If you are creative, you can color, paint. Yeah, go ahead, let your creative juices flow. But I am not, so I just wrote it down beautifully in colored pens. That's all.
Yeah.
So it was as simple as that. One more thing I'd like to add is when she taught us to read the cards, she went into each and every detail about how we are supposed to see the, the pictorial part of it and the words mentioned. All that was explained so well, and we got plenty of practice doing that in the class. So I felt our intuitive or our psychic abilities just, by being in that awesome group, just, rose exponentially.
Lovely. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you, Radhika. Yeah,
Thank you for having me. Thank you, Siddhi. Hugs to you, my girl. You are awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. So sweet of her.